Good afternoon. And today we're here to do an unofficial interview in regards to a new author. She's from Pensacola. She's great. Uh, Her name's Aisha Shebrews. And so today we'll just, have a brief discussion about the book and what many readers could expect from the book and why the book is important and what type of healing, what type of insight the book provides to those who are readers. And so, want to welcome Miss Aisha.
Thank you for having me. How are you?
I'm doing great, great. I'm so happy and excited to be here and to be able to enjoy this moment with you. And so, but before we get started, introduce yourself.
My name's Aisha Gillum. I'm Pensacola, born and raised. A mother of one, also from Woodham Titans, repping class of '03. And I'm a newly published author, so I'm really excited about releasing my book today. Well, actually, it's going to release tomorrow, but just for the public, that people that RSVP get to see the book and read it. So I'm excited about just talking about my journey of what I went through and how I overcame.
Great, great, and that says a lot about you. And I won't hold it to you. You're a Woodham Titan. I'm a Washington Wildcat. Won't hold that to you. And so, but again, congratulations. I'm happy for you. I'm excited, and I know your mom. I know Ava. That's your daughter now. I know she's proud of you, and I know so many people that know you are just proud of you, and are looking forward to this journey that lies ahead as you being newly author of a book. And so, but today, Miss Gillum, what inspired you to write?
What inspired me to write the book? I've always been an avid writer since I was probably 6, but about last year, I just got into a writing class and I began to want to learn how to write a book and I wanted to write about something else. But then in my process of writing, I started to go back and think about a lot of the hurts and pains of things that I experienced. And like always, when I was younger, writing it out got it out of my head and out of my heart and kind of helped me heal a little bit.
Miss Gillum, I heard you say in your explanation what inspired you to write the book. Just you being an avid writer and just being just loving to write since you was young, and how you went away from it, but you came back to it, and we're here today. And so, wow, that is very, very great. And so that says a lot about you. Ms. Gillum, you just asked about, or I'm sorry, you just explained what inspired you to write the book. And so now, my question to you would be, what do you hope people get from reading your book?
What I plan people to get from reading the book would be heal. I, for so long, was like a bag lady, carrying around all this unnecessary pain, frustration, depression, and just honestly, I was the queen of self-sabotage. So any good opportunity I got, I would find a way to tear it up or just run from it. So I just hope, I want to show people in my struggle at the time how to overcome it, accept it, and move forward, and that it's light at the end of the tunnel of anything that we go through.
Ms. Gillum, you spoke about what you want people to get from reading your book, what it is you want to inspire them. And so my next question would be, what was some of the barriers that you believe that by you holding in this pain, what were some of the barriers it caused you in your life as it relates to yourself and even to others?
The barriers that it caused in my life, with myself and others, I always kept people at a distance. I would only let people get so close on me. Then once I felt like you got too close to my box, I would find a way to push you out, or just be very mean and hostile and say whatever just so you'll get out my face. But doing that, creating a wall, it one kept people out but locked me in. So for so long, I couldn't be my full potential and live in my full capacity. by being blocked off, having these barriers. So barriers are not good. They're good for some things, but not in your life.
Ms. Gillum, so far we've talked about what inspired you to write. And then we go on to further discuss what you want to do to inspire others. And we also talked about some of the barriers that you believe were created because of this pain that you was walking around, you was holding in and harboring in, and even the relationships that maybe you could not develop or that you were not able to maintain. And so wow, so far, I'm just amazed. I'm shocked that you experienced so much pain, but yet here you are today, a book author, talking about this pain and talking about it in a way to help heal others, because that is what we need, not only in this country, in this city, but in our own personal lives, and that's healing. And so the way that you're going about doing it is just amazing, and certainly want to encourage you to keep it up. And so, Miss Aisha, we've talked about what had inspired you, what you look to do to inspire others through your book. We also talked about the barriers that you believe you created and have had to overcome. And so now, does it stop right here for you? I mean, with the release of your book, Shebrews, does it stop right here for you, or does it continue to go? And if so, what could we expect from Miss Aisha, Shebrews?
There's so much more that's going to come from this one book, Shebrews. Definitely speaking engagements, podcasts, so much more that I know in me, because I'm no longer restricted to just being small and being behind the scenes. And it's so much you can get out of once you come forth, and me walking, one, in my healing, two, knowing who I am, and three, just living in my full capacity to show other people like there's light, and talk about it more, to be more open about it, because so many times in life we go through things, we hold it in, we hide it, we're just as sick as our secrets, and we just don't want to tell anybody anything. But in that process, we're hurting ourselves, dulling our light down. But we're supposed to be here. What we go through is not for us, it's for other people. So there's so much more that's going to come forth from me this year.
Miss Gillum, we've spoken about what inspired you to write. We then went on to talk about what you would hope others would be inspired to do. We also talked about barriers in which you believe you've had to overcome. And then we talked about what's more to come from Miss Gillum yourself, Shebrews. And I think the last question would be, why your book? Out of a million books that talks about healing, that talks about overcoming adversity, that talks about resiliency, there's thousands of books, but why Shebrews?
My question back is, why not Shebrews? There's so much that people are going to get from that. I want to be that face that shows in the midst of, especially as women. My book is for men and women, or anybody in general, but especially in this society this day, we hide so much, we deal with so much. And even in my depression, like, I'm not your traditional depression. Like, some people go in a room, they lock themselves up. I'm the opposite of that. I get very hands-on and want to work all the time. And still, you could ask me how I was feeling at that time, and I would tell you. So I want to be, in my book, I wanted just to show a difference. Like, there's different forms of it. I think also from my book as well, people are going to just see a genuine. It's not going to be talking over your head, writing in the book with big words. Or I really kind of took people through that process of, at this time, this is how I dealt with it. I pushed people out, or I wouldn't, deal with it face on, but then I would run to another scenario and create a whole nother storm, and then get mad it's raining on me. So in that, definitely, why not Shebrews? They're going to get inspired, they're going to heal, and they're going to just be so inspired they want to tell somebody else about the book. Like, man, did you read Aisha Gillum book Shebrews? So definitely, it's going to change your mind in your life.
We have reached the end of the unofficial interview of the book release of a new author, Miss Aisha Gillum, Shebrews. And it is my hope, and I believe it is Miss Gillum's hope, that from the interview, many would be inspired by her book, where it discusses what led her to writing a book. And then in the process of her writing a book, what she believed was necessary to inspire others. And furthermore, what were the barriers that she created, or she believed she created, from her pain, that affected the way she built and maintained relationships. And also, not only the relationships, but also what does she believe she wants people to get out of her book? What more is there to come from her book? And last but not least, where she expounds about why her book. There's thousands of books out there that talks about healing, adversity, resiliency, but yet we have a distinct book available right here from a Pensacola native, a Woodham High graduate, a single mom who is God-fearing. And she wants to be a part of the healing process for others. And not only just for this year, today, but for years to come. And so, to everybody, please take a moment, contact Miss Aisha Gillum, also known as Shebrews. Check her book out. Thank y'all so much. Have a great day.